You were right, Joshua. Bodies up ahead.
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Waloed. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stonehere, there is a forest. Neverturn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last. Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
Now, do you hear me? So, yeah, my new headphones suck. My new $90 headphones. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not even familiar with that song to begin with. Is that off of, like, Bleach or Incesticide or something? Because those albums I'm not very familiar with.
Save some for yourself. Finished.
So, since apparently my headphones, the mic was off before, when I first started, I was saying this is probably the second to last Final Fantasy 16 stream. So, getting real close to the end here. Actually, I might stretch it out to a third stream, but if I do that, that'll be like tomorrow night of me just doing side quests.
You don't think all this is for us? I wouldn't put it past Ultima.
I was doing pretty good about doing every side quest available, but here near the end, there are a ton of side quests. Gotta be real careful here, because I realize I have very little HP, and apparently next to no potions. Kind of weird there aren't any cure spells in this game. Gonna die, clown. Just gonna be a cheap ass for a while and blast everybody with charged shots. Although it seems like this fucker has a lot of health. Haha. Oh god. The big fuckers always give me problems.
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others.
And Mina, by the look of it.
Not good.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Fire and flame!
It sucks to just start right off and be like, oh, I have barely any health, no curing items, I'm just kind of screwed over here.
Nice try. Forgive me.
All the big motherfuckers have given me problems, but like I was saying to Sean, when I started, well, it's nice that when you die, it gives you potions, which is weird, but not after you save the game. So I, like, came into this battle with, like, next to nothing. Oh, what? Thought I was on Shiva.
for us, I wouldn't put it past Ultima. He's made nothing easy so far.
I love Mega Flare, by the way. I didn't even know how it worked until the stream before this. It's like, you hit circle, and you get wings, and it's like, wait, what does this do? And you can't really do anything, but actually, this meter over here charges Mega Flare while you're floating around.
Joshua, can you go on? Do I have a choice?
I don't even know what's hitting me. Alright. Now we got Fuckface McGee again.
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others. And meaner, by the look of it. As well.
Ugh. God damn it. Not how I wanted this to be. Another badass thing about when you're floating around waiting for your Mega Flare to build up is if you get a precision dodge, Mega Flare goes up a level automatically. Mega Flare dodge.
slow. Nice try. Nice try.
Man, this fucker is quite the asshole. Come on, indeed. Oh, for a second I thought I died. What a dick. Cheers.
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
I like how through the entire game, Joshua is coughing up blood, and he's like, nope, I'm fine. I don't think you've been fine throughout the whole game, Joshua.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
75 gil. Give me some potions. Ooh, what do we got over here? I might fight it.
Be safe. Have care. Not good. No.
I love dying by regular ass enemies. It's the best. What? Why am I way back here? Oh, fucking hell. I don't understand. I got killed by the orc, and I popped up right there again. And then I got killed by the dragon, but it sends me all the way back here. Why? So that probably means I have to fight that orc lord, orc warlord again. I did not mean to use that.
Straight home now.
Oh, it's not making me do this again? Good, I guess. I still have no idea why it sent me so far back.
Look, Clive. By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
So this is the first time I'm utilizing Odin. And it looked cool, and everything died, but it didn't look like it was actually doing that much damage.
No mistakes. Come on!
I'm not really sure how Zantetsuken works.
No good. I can't go on.
All right, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. Wait, I'm all the way back here again? Uh...
That'll do, girl.
It's weird they make me get off of the chocobo there, but then I can get back on the chocobo here.
Run like the wind.
No villagers. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned to Kashyyyk.
Be safe.
Oh, okay.
That's no ordinary girl.
I still don't understand how Odin worked. What? Oh, good. All of his health came back because I just barely went out of the circle. Geez, that's not annoying at all. I don't get my health back, though. Must be nice. Fuck indeed.
Guess we're all ready. Nice try. What am I doing this?
I just don't get what's going on with Odin. Got that number 3 in the side. What does it mean? No fucking clue.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Not good. I failed. No!
Alright, you know what? Fuck Odin. Odin seems like it's worthless. But I just don't understand it. It just doesn't work. Any nothing like any of the other icons. Fuck you, Odin. So typical, you fight an enemy that just kicks your ass, and then you get their powers, and it sucks. Damn it.
I needed that. Nice try. I can't go on.
Why don't you dodge? Ugh. Yeah, so far this whole stream has blown quite a bit. Of Final Fantasy 16, to be particular. It's like all my normal strategies just not doing it. I don't know, I've come to the conclusion I just don't like the combat in this game. The story is fucking great, but the combat sucks my ass. What? He was basically dead, and I went out of the battlefield again. That is the dumbest shit in the world, that you can go out of the battle area, and I'm going to get back into the battle. He's going to have all of his health back. Oh, that is so dumb. Why? Just why? Why? Oh, I hate this game for that. Like, what the fuck? It's not like I wanted to leave the battle area. So dumb. So fucking dumb. Like, he literally had no health. Oh, you went out of the battlefield, so he regains all of his health. Because that's fair. Come on. Oh, I can't believe that shit. He was fucking dead! Alright, so I guess the green circle, if I leave that, that means the battle's over, he regains all of his health. It has to happen all over again. It's like the most annoying fucking thing in this game.
No.
Brother, no!
God. He should be dead. It's the cheapest goddamn thing that he'll regain his health by me leaving an imaginary fucking ring. Wouldn't it be nicer if we were watching a different battle than the one that I've been forced to fight over and over and over again? It happened again! There you go, buddy. Have all your health back again, because I've stepped out of an imaginary ring.
I can't go on.
Oh my god. I need more booze. I wish the enemies would leave an imaginary ring and I could get all my health back. Wouldn't that be nice?
There's no
Why are
turning
you
back.
feeling bad? Don't feel bad for me.
Too slow. Let's try.
It's just bullshit that it's so easy to, like, leave the battle arena and... There you go. Have all your health back, enemy. That's cool. In the words of Barney Gumble, don't cry for me, I'm already dead. Alright, so where... Okay, I see it now. I was gonna say, so where is this imaginary ring? I went to cure, and I slipped and missed the control pad. Love this game. It's so fun. Oh, man, I'd kill for a fucking 16-bit pixelated version of this game. Turn-based. I fucking hate this dumbass action combat bullshit. I blame those damn kids nowadays. Oh, I don't like turn-based. Yes.
Guess we're all ready.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm just starting to lose my patience over here. Ugh. Fuck that thing. God. Not even happy that I beat it. Just like,
let's hope it was the last of its kind.
the one time when it had 0 fucking health and I walked out of the fucking imaginary ring, like, suck my ass.
Ready, girl? Yeah!
All right.
All right, so where am I going? Oh. Not that way.
Straight home now.
Hello? I'm here. What do you want me to do, game? I couldn't get any closer to the destination. I thought maybe you had to do it manually, even though that's not how you do anything in this game. All right, I don't understand. Like, coming off from all that frustration for this to just not work. I love it.
Finished.
All right. Was the quest destination not destinationing because there were enemies too close or something? Like, literally every other side quest, it just happens when you're near the exclamation point. Uh, I mean, this doesn't exactly look like a grave. Alright, so no enemies around now. Is this a glitch? Like, well, what's going on? Well, I guess I can't do it. Oh, you're all good, Sean. Have a good night. Quest destination nearby. Is it, though? I think I'll be doing Ori for a couple hours and probably finishing up Halo 4 with the Halo boys, and then I'd like to think I'll beat this on Friday. This game is not exactly being nice to me tonight, so who knows.
No holding back.
Right on, dude. I'll see you Friday.
Nice try.
Um, it just regained all its health. What is going on? Do I need to, like, turn this game off and turn it back on or something? Like, what the fuck? It won't die. It has all of its... What? It has all of its health back.
That's better.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to the last obelisk. And I'm gonna restart, I guess. Like the side mission won't side mission. None of the enemies will die? Like, this is insane. Ugh. I've never seen this weird shit before. It's doing it again. The fight didn't end, he just wandered away. I kind of don't even want to play anymore. Nothing's dying. The fucking side quest isn't working. I'm gonna go back up to the side quest.
Faster!
I just don't understand what's going on. It's not that I'm, like, stuck, because I don't have to do this. It's just weird that it's not letting me initiate the side quest, and that ogre won't die. It's just like, what is even going on? Weirdest goddamn shit ever. Like, all I have to do is stand on the question mark, right? Am I not on the question mark game? I have to look this up. Like, this is just bothering me so much. So I Googled, why won't the side quest initiate? And apparently no one else has this problem, because it's just not there when I look it up.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
And then I can't believe that I fought the same ogre 3 times and it wouldn't die.
Does it bother
Like,
you that we haven't heard a single human sound?
I'm
Everything
just
about
so
this place
baffled right
bothers
now.
me. Enough of you, are there?
No reason to fight things that don't actually die and give me experience.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Well, since I have such few viewers now, I guess I'm gonna just try to do side quests. Get ready for Friday. Gonna try doing this one again. Maybe by leaving and coming back, it will actually initiate.
Don't get surrounded. Thanks, Cal.
Oh. So the grave is over here, but the exclamation point is over here.
He'll be able to see all the way to Stone here. As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
Oh, fucking hell. Why has this been such a miserable stream? Yeah, so I guess I'm just doing side quests. Anyway, I have to pee first. I'll be right back.
The High Card of Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line.
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation. Least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Might this Duke have been at the Remembrance ceremony?
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the garrison. We already have a leader in the Dane.
Hawks. Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
You better talk to me, Dick.
You are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
I bet they think the Duke's plan is a bunch of Duke.
Sabine.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we've got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
That so-called Duke is asking too much.
Half of what comes in is barely fit for pressing. Let alone eating. The garrison salvaged what they could.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Sell anything today?
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
So, you were right about that.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now.
You.
You're the one who's talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Well, what do you think?
We already have a leader in the Dame.
Do you think he was the only one who survived? And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
All right. Are we done here? Oh, no. Got another side quest over here.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know,
So,
our time
Mr.
grows short.
Tarantino.
The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Well, yeah.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Goten's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shield strike.
Oh,
Understood.
kitty cat.
I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
What's closer, that obelisk or this one? All right. Just banging out these side quests. Trying to get prepared to finish the game on Friday.
That'll do, girl. Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
Fuckity fuck.
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
All right, where am I going? Hopefully this thing isn't nearly as difficult as the other fucking wacky cat monster that I beat earlier. much easier. That's good.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Brother, look. No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
He doesn't
They
even
followed
look
me
like
without
he's,
question
like,
all the way here.
ready for a battle.
And they died. For nothing.
Another one of these
This
cats.
must be the guard dog. Quentin.
Or guard cat.
I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Damn, Quentin, you should have just sent me, dummy. Funny how I fought a harder version of this a while ago.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Did you?
Just as I
You don't even
dreamed
have a
of doing all
sword,
these
you don't
years.
have armor.
All my plans Building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing.
Oh, good.
It's been flooded.
What?
Can you big dummies just let Clive do everything from now on? Come on.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Damn it.
Quinton's not going to last long in there. Then we finish this quickly.
Where are we going? Oh, down here. Go, Mega Flare.
Quinton! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Damn it, Quentin, you big dummy.
To me, Flames!
Easy peasy.
I need to get back to Quinton.
Ah, damn it, Quentin.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all
All right, you big dummies,
they felt
go
the
back to
same.
the hideaway.
Lost
I have
Wing
more
weren't
side
just a
quests to do.
village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but
Give me
the
some
best.
booze, motherfucker.
And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
I'll drink to that. Ooh. All right, so what is the Hangman signboard? looks like it's not a relic or whatever. All right. Well, here we go. Guess we'll go to Martha's Rest next, after I peek.
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Well, what, am I supposed to build a house?
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course. We return to Eastpool then? Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right.
Or not.
Though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. Not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Well, hello there, fart knockers.
You will leave this place or face the consequences.
Unsavory settlement. Well, that was easy. Oh, here we go.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter.
Two scoops. Its name is Two Scoops. What is this, fucking Raisin Bran and shit? It's weird how easy part of this game is, but
I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
near the end of the story mode,
Watching.
pretty difficult.
I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashak in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
And so the healing of Eastpool begins.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Boo, 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 boo. You have another one for me, Martha?
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like
Yeah,
you to take
I didn't
some
even
Sir
leave
Wade
yet.
up in his
Why did you need to send for me?
seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Ghazal Greens for a few years at least.
Ghazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to
Ghazal
pull together to get
Greens.
Eastpool back
For
on
whatever
its feet,
reason, I always thought it
mean
was
all of us.
Gashal
They ain't
Greens.
exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take
Certainly, I never learned to read.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
I heard the Guardians saying we're supposed to grow our own.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Ghazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
Or Clive could just murder
You're
them
right, my
all.
lord. I will appeal to them.
I feel like at this point in the game, just let Clive do it all.
My friends,
And I got
humbly beg
Torgal.
your aid.
Come on, Clive and Torgal.
We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
Aw.
You would send us to the slaughter.
Aw.
To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you.
Aw.
Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Are you gonna fight with a frying pan, lady? Exactly, Tremont. Here I was thinking the same thing. Welcome, by the way.
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Alright, yeah. Let's stop being bummed out, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Yeah.
Thank you, Martha.
And thank you for your frying
Don't
pan.
mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Yeah, get this woman a frying pan.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village.
Sounds like a lot of work. How about I just work up some Mega Flare, and then after I let off the Mega Flare, I fucking rail their asses with Phoenix.
We will have neither the time
And we'll be
nor the
fine.
resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan.
What, are we playing Final Fantasy Tactics all of a
Cool
sudden?
head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade!
I mean, they'd be smart to just let Clive do everything.
Then you know what you must do.
Final Fantasy Mystic Tactics.
Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
Then I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
Is this really a storm, though? Come on. Oh, yeah, we'll see. But I kind of don't think so. So far, things have been easy peasy. Yes, I have Sheba. Well, the character Jill, she was the dominant of Sheba. That was really it. I'm over here like, okay, so dominants are kind of like summoners in a way, only a dominant kind of turns into the summon. Technically, Clive is the dominant of Ifrit, but he's a wacky sort where he can absorb abilities of all of the dominants.
And is headed in their direction.
The
Yes.
better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No,
Well,
let them finish the job.
the Cid before me taking on the honor of being Cid had Remute.
Is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Yes, Clive is Cid now.
Next one's mine. I might have no one.
Well, in this game, Cid is more of a title rather than a name.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Time to fight.
Nah, it's not time to fight when you're on a chocobo. Oh, one of these again?
There it is.
Oh, jeez. I've fought like 4 of these so far tonight. Hey, look. 420 experience, that is.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Actually, I am getting kind of tired.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it. But now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's
Eastpoolian,
Eastpoolian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think
that was the
back
very
to
beginning of the
look in your
game.
eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
That's right. The bad breath
Thanks
things.
to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Boo, 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 boo. It's really the only thing missing in this game. Every time I win at something, it should go boo, 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 boo.
The hero returns. It's lucky you
Here I
came by
am.
when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway.
Poking around in the
He was
innards?
a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Boo, 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 boo. All right. That looks like everything here.
Everything's back the way it was.
Faster, man! The magic may have faded.
Here we go.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces...
Damn, Dick.
There may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a knight?
Everyone around town saying Master Lubor's going to be the new mayor.
One of them swings
A League of Outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place.
Oh,
and I worked so hard to see it saved from
cat.
one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Ambrosia, might I have a ride?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
You deserve a rest.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
Come get me. You haven't got me yet. Come on. Man, you guys don't fight very good, do you? Wah, wah. Oh, jeez. I guess when you start out fighting, like, end-game enemies, and then you come back and do side quests that aren't technically end-game, things are a little bit too easy.
I better let Victor know.
Cid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying
Oh
that
yeah, the
Lubor
Titan battle was
is a bearer.
fantastic.
What?
I wish you would have
Seems
gotten
that
to
one of our
see
parties
the
wasn't as thorough as they
Bahamut
should have
battle.
been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been
Sure
hiding
did.
it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Man. Dude went from about to being the mayor to being scum in everyone's eyes, apparently.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running. But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember.
You head to the tavern.
Lubor
You're a
really
drunk
is.
after all.
They know that
How did you know,
Lubor and
Victor?
I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
You all along that he was
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
Yes.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
There's still hope, but things are kind of fucked.
Perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me.
What are you thinking about doing, Lubor?
And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Oh, bearer it in mind. Man, I don't like that outcome. Well, all right. That didn't go down very well.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your
The
fearlessness
murdering
and your
kind.
skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Encourage them.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find the village in Chairdress Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Oh, I'm getting pretty tired. This might be the last side quest of the evening. Also, I realize I think maybe I made plans with friends tomorrow. I was gonna get to the side quests again tomorrow night. But maybe it's a good idea to do side quests on Friday. Unfortunately, I won't even start the game until, what, around 11:30 or something. So maybe I will be beating the game on Wednesday and not Friday. If only I could jump down there. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, I probably can't go down there, can I? I gotta pee. All right, so it's dumb of me to go to this obelisk. Or actually, All right. I think I can go that way. Just missed a trail?
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
This must have been a nice place once, and it will be again.
All right, assholes.
Not good. Nice try.
All right. There. Assholes with their impeccable timing of douchebaggery.
That's all of them. Come on, Dora. Let's head back to Boklad.
What's up, kitty cat? The kitty keeps meowing at me over here. What up, kitty? Okay. Come on. Oh.
Ready, girl?
Oh, okay. Well, that's that over here.
Well met. You've a discerning eye. May Gilbert smile upon you.
I don't know why I bought that. Trying to buy
many thanks.
Items.
A fine choice. Many thanks. A fine choice. You've a discerning eye. Many thanks. Farewell.
Okay.
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
All right. I think I'm basically going to call it an evening here.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth
No
of the
all-nighter.
Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Oh, geez, right off. Another side quest. Okay. I'm going to head back to the hideaway. Damn, how many more question mark or exclamation points do we have? We got 2. I guess just these 2 other than the hideaway. But who knows how many will pop up after I do those 2.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yeah, we got a lot of hunts over here. Angel of Death. I love that song. Good old Slayer. Oh, shit. Maybe I have more to do than I realize.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
So maybe I'm not going to beat the game until next Friday? 2 Fridays from now?
Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
I'm going to go see what the blacksmith can do for me right now.
The stew's awful.
What's Sancfordian, dear?
Everdark. I hope.
And how am I meant to do that then? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. Oh, wait. I need to make an ice brand. Wait. Brightburn. Rhinestone. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Leavenbolt. Damn. All right, anyway. Sons of our Ouroboros.
Do that then. Bring me the materials, and I'll think
All
about
right,
it.
so I don't have a lot of material here.
What do you want?
That blows. All right. Well, what am I?
And
what sword do I have on right now? The rune blade. Okay.
So what do I owe the honor?
Well,
Sangforian, dear.
Why not reinforce the rune blade?
Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
I reinforced it twice. How about that?
That it? Fine.
Rune blade +2. All right. Well, I believe that's that for now. Oh, God, look at all those side quests. All right. Pre-Mosher, have a good night. And anyone else watching, have a good night. Man, I didn't realize how much work I still had left. I thought I was like at the very end of the game. Not so much. At any rate, bye.